welcome back to my channel. So I've had a special request to do a skincare routine, and so I'm going to start by showing you the products I use daily to clean my face, and then I'll go back through at the end and show you the actual process of everything that I do. I'm going to show you the products that I use, that I've been using for a very long time, that fit my needs for my skin. I am going to show you a few other products I have if you have some certain skin differences than mine. It's the Bioré Free Your Pores Deep Pore Charcoal Cleanser, and this might sound weird and I don't read anything about it, but I use this to take off my makeup. So I will leave this in the shower instead of having to clean my face out by my sink before I get in the shower. I just keep this in there and it takes all my makeup off, my mascara and everything. And I just love the way this feels and makes my skin feel because it has like a cooling effect, and I really feel like it gets into my pores and cleans them out. And my face does feel really clean after this. So I have a bunch of different cleansers that I like to try, so I just keep buying more. But this is one that I stumbled upon, and it is the Neutrogena Naturals Face Cleansing Plus Makeup Remover, and this smells like apples, so that alone is good enough for me. But yeah, if you just want an all-in-one, quick, easy, stick this in your shower, stick this on your counter, anything, and it just takes your makeup right off, smells good, feels clean. So this is another really good option. So after I go in with that Bioré cleaner, I just picked this up at Ulta probably a month ago, and it's the Derma Anti-Wrinkle Vitamin A Glycolic Scrub, and it has vitamin C and E in it. Really exfoliates my face. Like, it feels so smooth after that, and it's not like irritating your skin that it's so rough, but you can tell, I guess, the glycolic is what kind of like peels that stuff away without being too harsh of an exfoliant. It kind of smells like a cherry, kind of reminds me of like a cherry car freshener or like a cherry soap that you would get in a bathroom, so the smell isn't that great. But it says it exfoliates dull, tired, and aging cells. And so far, I love this. I try and do this about every other day or just whenever I feel like my skin needs it. But I don't use this just alone as a cleanser. I definitely use this on top of that Bioré. To actually clean my face, a lot of times when I'm in the shower and I'm in a hurry, I just use my hands for the Bioré. But I also, if I have more time, I use this Olay professional face scrubber, and it's just like one of those, it like circles around so you can kind of like work it into your skin. And I like this because I feel like it's a lot more deeper of a clean. Like it can really get into all the spots and work everything to get it out. I think this is a lot compared to the Clarisonic. I don't know how much this costs because this was a gift to me. I've never tried the Clarisonic, but I feel like it probably does a very similar thing for a lot less money. But I will link it below of how much it is and everything. So to give you a little background, at one time my acne was so bad that I was going to go on Accutane. And that's a high-powered medicine that really dries out your skin to get rid of all that bacteria, so you no longer have like the cystic acne and things like that. I had a family member recommend to use certain products because she had gone through the same thing, and this was one of them. This is the off-brand. Aquaphor is the name brand, but this is just the Equate Advanced Healing Ointment, and like it comes in this huge tube. And you would think that this would break you out because it's like a thick petroleum. But I've never had any kind of reaction to it, and it's not clogged up my skin. I don't feel like it causes me acne. I didn't end up going on Accutane because I was just kind of afraid of it, but I still use this as a moisturizer, and I love it because my skin gets so dry, especially in the winter, and like I wish I could just jump in a pool of this stuff and just soak it all in. But so I use this, and I've been using this for a very long time, but it is kind of thick, so it kind of gets hard to like work into it. So I've been adding in this Miracle Oil by Earth and Body, and it's just this little dropper. And so I will just take like a little scoop of the Aquaphor stuff and then a few drops of this, and it just makes everything like very creamy and smooth, and it just feels so good. And I can tell like this is really good for my skin. The way it plumps up, it looks a lot better. And it says that this oil has hemp seed oil, tea tree oil, and vitamin E. So if I get a blemish here or there, I do have an Epiduo, which is a prescribed topical ointment. I'm really not a fan of that. I don't feel like it really helps, and plus I always get it all over my pillowcase and it bleaches it. So this is the Yvonne Healy. I don't know. It's tiny, but it's a blemish treatment. That's all it says on it. But it has like a little hole, so I just kind of like dab it and then I put it on the spot. I'm guessing this is oils in here. It smells, yeah, definitely. It smells like a eucalyptus oil. But this has been the one thing that I can tell really dries up the acne. My Epiduo, I was not impressed. I don't really feel like it did that for me, but this little thing has. So I will definitely link this below and where you can get it. And as far as masks go, I haven't tested out a whole lot of them. I mean, I've tried a few here. I'm not crazy about mud masks because I've never seen a huge difference that they made. But this, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard of the GlamGlow line. And this is the little miniature one because I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money if I didn't know if I was going to like it. But this is the ThirstyMud. So if your skin is really dehydrated, and it smells like coconut. Like you put this on, and I think I was reading up on it. You can almost use it like a moisturizer, even though it is a mask. Like you don't have to take it off. You just put it on. If you want to, you can wipe it off. But I just put this on like in the spots I get really dry or all over my face. And like this, if I had like a big tub of this for a moisturizer, that would also be amazing. So a few alternatives that I want to recommend because, like I said, I did used to have pretty sensitive skin, and my sister does, so I kind of recommend things to her, and certain things have been working for her. So if you have skin that's very, very, very sensitive or very dry, you don't want to have a whole lot of chemicals put on it to kind of irritate it. If you get, it's just a gentle skin cleanser, and I'm trying to think what the brand name of this is. But it literally says on the bottle that it's compared to Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. So Cetaphil is the name brand of this. It's the exact same ingredients. But this is like, it almost kind of feels like a lotion when you put it on. Kind of smells like a lotion. Very sensitive friendly. And this is also nice. I love that it has the pump in there where you can just squirt it on. This is very good for taking off your makeup. It says it's for all skin types. It has a gentle formula softens as it cleans, and great for daily makeup removal. So then as far as the moisturizer goes, if you have really sensitive skin, like I said, I do recommend like the Aquaphor and maybe an oil if your skin can handle that, but definitely this is very thick if you have extremely dry skin. But if you need something maybe a little lighter, this actually came from the Dollar Tree, and it's a Dermasil oil-free night moisturizer facial cream with vitamin A and E, and they have a daytime too, but I need a little bit more moisture, so I was hoping the nighttime would be a little thicker. I've never tried the daytime, so I don't know how they compare. But I really like this one too. It's just not as thick and hydrating as my Aquaphor, so I don't tend to go for this unless it's a day that I'm not that dry and I just want something quick. This is also great to travel with because of its size. So that's just a few recommendations. My daily stuff, that I use that all the time, probably for 2 or 3 years now. Besides the scrub, I've used everything else for about 2 or 3 years, and I can tell a big difference in my skin. So now I'm going to show you my daily skincare routine, kind of the order I do it, how I do it. So I'm going to start by using the Bioré Deep Chlor Charcoal Cleanser. And I kind of like to wet my face a little bit, especially if I already have makeup on, just to kind of loosen everything up a little bit. I'm going to wet my face. Okay, and And I take just about a pump of that. I'm going to start working it into my skin using my hands first. So now I'm going to take my little brush, and I'm just going to pump a little bit more of that on just the head of it. So now I go back in with a little bit more, and I really put on my eyes. It doesn't really irritate it at all as long as you just keep them shut. So let me try and do this on camera. Just want to go real gentle around the eye area. I just kind of work it in circular motions. Make sure I coat all my lashes with it. Like, my skin is so cold and tingling right now. I'm going to go ahead and do the scrub as well, just kind of get all the texture off and any dry skin I have. So I'm just going to take a little squirt of this, and a little goes a long way, so just about that amount. And I'm just going to really work that into my skin. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the smell. It smells like a public bathroom, like a cherry, or like a car, I don't know. I'm going to try not to rub, but more of a pat. I don't want to hurt my skin. Okay, so I feel pretty clean and smooth. So if I don't apply moisturizer right away, my skin like seals up, and I hate the feeling of that. So like immediately I try and get my moisturizer on. So taking the Aquaphor, and I go ahead and get this open. So I hate having to dip in here, but so I just take about that much. You can hardly, it's hardly anything, but it does go a long way. And then just take probably 2 drops of the oil and rub it together on my hands, and then work that into the skin. I also love getting it on my lips, especially if I'm going to bed, because it really like locks in some moisture into my lips for overnight. Okay, and you'll notice that I didn't mention anything about an under eye cream, and that's because I haven't really found one that I would like to recommend, because I mean, yeah, they all moisturize, but I haven't really found one that necessarily plumps it up, makes it brighter, or anything like that. But I am trying out this is like a little tester packet, but it's the Tarte Maracuja C Brightener Eye Treatment. And as far as like it brightening, I haven't noticed it, but I've only been using it for 2 days. But one thing I'll have to say about it, because I'm so dry, I love the thickness of this. Like, I have hardly anything on, and it is so thick. Sometimes I feel like a lot of the eye moisturizers are too thin, but I really do like how thick, and like even an hour or 2 later, like I still feel the creaminess underneath my eyes. So I haven't bought the full size because it's like $38. So I need to keep trying other ones to see if I can find a better alternative. But as of now, I haven't found any inexpensive eye creams that have made a huge difference. But I do have to have something under there because I feel like the dryness if I don't. I do have a little bit of acne going on, so I'm just going to go in with that little blemish treatment. And I just normally tap on the top because the oil's normally already there. And just apply that to the little areas. So I hope you enjoyed my everyday skincare routine. And like I said, this is stuff that I've been using for a long time, so it's stuff that has worked for me. But just because it works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. But I just love the way all of this makes my face feel. Of course, I kind of like the thickness and like the moisture, because I feel like, especially in the wintertime, I lose a lot of moisture from my face. So I like trying to put that all back in. But this is also a skincare routine you can do morning or night. People tend to do at nighttime a little bit thicker, and in the morning maybe a little bit lighter. But I do both, and honestly, my makeup goes on top of this pretty seamlessly. I mean, it's not like it's oily or caked up or anything like that. Like, it goes over pretty smooth. So I use this morning and night. For you, you might need to kind of change it however, you know. But I do like this routine because all the products are pretty inexpensive. The most expensive thing that's in my daily routine was this, and I think it was only like $12 or $13. So this is stuff that you can get at any drugstore, Walmart. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and give it a thumbs up if you did. Thank you guys so much. Bye.